ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch coming your way next.
Your Chicago Cubs.
Ready to go? In now for the Reds, TJ Friedl. And that one fouled off. Next pitch is outside.
Ball two.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Corrals it. One away. So digging in, Santiago Espinal.
Third baseman, number 4, Santiago Espinal.
Ray goes 6 feet 5 inches, 220 pounds, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Iowa. Right-hander kicks, deals. This one popped up. Shaw under it. Nabs it, and there's 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Elly De La Cruz
inside.
stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. Bang! That one felt good. That's his 50th career homer. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
2 outs, nobody on. Now it's the DH, Gavin Lux. That one missed.
That's the ball.
2 out, space is empty.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Swings through that one.
2-1.
A little bit low. 3 balls and a strike.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Now fly ball to right center. Crow Armstrong sizes this one up, squeezes it, and that'll do it. 1 for the Reds on the homer. It's now 1-0. And we're back. Today's starting pitcher, Andrew Abbott. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe not as down in the zone as he would have liked, but deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
1 out, base is empty. One down, base is empty. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Out towards left center. Benson should have this one. And there are 2 outs. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
2 outs. Pop foul out of play off to the right. One, 2 now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And the Cubs are down in order. They trail here 1-0. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. New inning getting started. Leading off, Spencer Steer. Ray back to work. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2. A plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, but kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch. Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Foul ball. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball, that's low.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Kelly makes the grab. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. On the ground, Swanson throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here at the friendly confines, and now the veteran catcher, Carson Kelly. That's in there, and it's 0-1. High fly ball, right field. Fraley brings it in, and a quick out, number 1. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Good power, not great in the OBP department. First
Oh,
pitch
that's inside.
misses.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-1.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrating with himself until his next at bat.
Oh,
Dansby
there.
Swanson at the plate and takes high there.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Swing and a miss. Now 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
2-2 the count.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two now. And that skips into dirt.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still behind by a count of 1. Back here at Wrigley Field, now it's the right fielder, Jake Fraley. And the first
That's out.
pitch misses for ball 1. And that one pulled foul. Yeah, that's fouled off. And that one in the air center field. 1 down. Matt McLain getting ready to hit. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
0-1's the count.
The 0-1
Ball,
is
that's off the plate.
outside, and it's a ball and a strike. High fly ball out towards left field. Happ ranging back on it. Bang! He jacks that one out to left. His 7th home run of the season. And they add a run. It's 2-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Back up the, oh, that got him. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Man at first with 1 gone. Now the third baseman, Santiago Espinal. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, this offense just got a major gift. Probably should have been a double play, but it all starts with a good feed to second.
Up
And
next,
right there,
Cincinnati.
everything
The
broke down on the
shortstop,
throw. We'll see if they can
De La Cruz.
capitalize on this.
Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw comes in too late, and they come away without an out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this.
Hit on the ground might be 2. Looks to second. That's 1, and that's 2. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And it's 2-zip. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Nico Hoerner. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And there's a curve through for a strike. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. So a man on base to start the inning.
Nice line drive to the full side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And the batter will be Justin Turner.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
Close, but called the ball. And it's 1-0. Turner with just 1 more homer to reach the 200 career mark. And that's downstairs. Now 2-0.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company. Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Now snap throw to first. Hoerner back in standing. And a 3-1 on the way.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1. Relay to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Matt Shaw digs in now. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1.
And that one sliced foul. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Cubs are down quietly, and they're down 2-0. Here at Wrigley Field, all set for the start of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Steer. Fouled off left side.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in LA called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
Hauls it in for the out.
The left fielder,
and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Will Benson. 0 for 1, popped out foul to the catcher his first time up. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. Benson, in his 3rd season, 26 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2016. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field.
Now batting, the catcher, Tyler.
At the plate, Tyler Stevenson. Grounded out his first time up. That one a little bit
Ball
high. Ball one. Benson leads off first with one away. Right through there for a strike. Runner on the go. Pitch
2
misses.
balls, 1 strike.
And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or players are going to be running all game.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Benson around third. The tag, and he's in there. It's 3-zip.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
1 out. Runner at second. Jake Fraley, the next to hit for the Reds. Fly to center his first time. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. It drops in, gets away a little bit. Now they get the runner and a rundown.
Stringing them together, that's
The
3
batter
hits in a
number
row. Really nice
Second
job
base.
staying inside with his hands to fight off that pitch.
McLean.
Man, that cutter was bearing in on him, but he found a way to stay with his approach, didn't spin off it, and he hit it pretty well.
First and second, 1 out. Next for Cincinnati, Matt McLean. He's already homered here in this one. And that one cutting but missing down low. And a foul ball. That's a
Ball
ball.
2.
Tried the sweeper.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. 2 away. So the lineup flips over. TJ Friedl, the next to hit, 1 for 2. Line to left. And that's a fair ball. Coming home. And he boots it. 1 run across.
Well, here we are, third time through
The
the
third
order,
baseman,
and this is
number
where
4,
we see the
Santiago
OPS jump up.
Espino.
Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Colin Ray done for the day, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Pitching for
Here
the
comes a new
Chicago
arm for the Cubs, Ryan Presley.
Number 55.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard
Presley.
contact, not a lot of hits, period.
And now, Santiago Espinal.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
And that
Ball
one
2.
upstairs.
2 balls, no strikes.
And that
Nope,
one is
that's
inside.
inside.
So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Pumps in a strike, and now 3-1 the count. And they're all
That's
loaded
ball
up.
4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't
Up
even much
next
to
in
think about.
Cincinnati, the shortstop, Ellie.
2 outs,
De La Cruz.
bases full. In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. Out to short.
That one really hurts. You're already down in the game, and that error puts you even further behind.
The batter,
Just
number
can't let it
2.
compound from here, though. You got to flush it,
Gavin
get ready for the next
Lux.
one, make a play, get back in the dugout.
High fly ball out to center field. Pointer. He makes the grab, and that is that. So they get 3 runs in the inning, but they also leave the bases loaded. And midway in the 4th. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Ian Happ. That's in there. It's 0-1. Cubs made Ian Happ a first-round pick in 2015. He played at the University of Cincinnati as an infielder. Played a little bit of outfield, but a guy in 2022. What a year, Chris. Both an all-star and a gold glover. Not close with that one. And the count is even, 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
He had him out in front, which isn't
Now
easy to
back,
do against
the
a hitter like
designated
this,
hitter,
known for
Kyle
using the entire field. Just couldn't sit
Tucker.
back long enough on that one.
Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. First
Nope,
pitch
outside.
just misses.
Yeah, and wins that gold glove as a left fielder, and it's a guy that was a pretty good center fielder as well. But one of the things for him is
Nope.
just being able to be in the
That's
same spot every day. I think it increases the comfort level and allows that athletic ability to really shine.
Just
Oh, that's
missed.
out.
The Reds leading by 5. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Looks like an intentional walk after falling behind 3-0. Didn't want to risk nibbling. And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Headed towards the corner. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Man at first, one away. Check swing of the 0-2. Appeal to first. No swing. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Misses outside. 1-0.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
And that's a strike. And that's in for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2
balls,
strikes.
2 strikes.
One out. Runners at first and second. Pitch
I got
misses.
3-2.
And now it's 3-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, The center fielder.
And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Popped out and fouled ground first time through. Pitch misses there, and that's ball one. Tucker on second. Suzuki at first. 2 out of the inning. There's a swing and a drive. And that gets down in the corner. 1 run is in. In there safely. It's 5-2.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Man on second, 2 down. And that misses. And now it's even 1-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count.
2 balls,
Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Next offering is fouled back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Man at second. Gets a piece and stays alive. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's 5-2. Back after this. Back here at the friendly confines. We go to the top of the 5th, and now the first baseman, Spencer Steer. Presley back to work. Inside, and it's 1-0.
Starts him with a breaking ball, but that's a pitch he's really comfortable hitting. You can't rely on breaking stuff to be automatic out pitches against him.
And that's down and away. Late on that fastball.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
He swings and fouls one off.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Swing and a foul straight back. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Up and in. Now 1-2. One down, base is empty. Off the mark there. And that's ball 2.
2-2 the count.
Stays alive. Hit hard, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
Check on the runner, and he's back in easily. Runner on the go. Ball
One
misses.
ball, one strike.
Throw to second.
Outstanding job behind the dish to catch him right there trying to steal. Really quick catch and throw, set up with great footwork. Man, he popped out of that crouch, threw a laser down to second base. Nice job.
Crow Armstrong should have it. And that'll do it. Back here at Wrigley Field, we head to the bottom of the fifth. So here's Horner now.
Now pitching for
New pitcher for the
Cincinnati.
Reds, Scott
Number
Barlow.
58.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And it's safe at first, a bunt single.
Now
He was
batting,
racing
first
down the
baseman,
line and
Justin
probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
And it'll bring up Justin Turner. One home run shy of 200 for his career. First
That's a
pitch
ball.
doesn't find the zone.
You know, these Cubs need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra.
Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Throw, save. Ball to strike. Upstairs.
Pitches up.
That missed by a lot.
One
Ball
strike.
three. Horner at second with nobody out. Towards first, Steer. He takes it on his own, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to
Now
move the
batting,
runner up and
third
give your
baseman,
team a chance to
Matt.
score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And he dodges that fastball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Runner on at third, one gone. Just off the outside edge, and it's 2-2. Cut out and miss, struck him out. That's the second out.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you
The
can't
left
really
fielder,
do much
number 8,
damage, but it's
Ian.
close enough to where you got to
Ah.
protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Back to the top of the lineup, Ian Happ up to hit.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
That's a base hit, run scores.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Odd choice here. They intentionally walk him, and the runner now into scoring position. First and second, 2 outs. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
That
Ball one.
misses, and that is ball one. Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Struck him out looking.
Well, this guy competes hard.
And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Jake Fraley.
Ball
First
one, no
pitch,
strike.
not close. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. That one ran inside, almost got him. That hit him.
That got him.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Well, it's safe to say he won't be getting invited to the charity golf tournament this offseason.
And here is Matt McLain. He blasted one out earlier in the third.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Swing and a miss, strike one. Presley picks to first. Fraley dives back in safely.
All one.
Fraley on at first, nobody out. Runner on the move. Flying drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. The throw in, not in time. And we've got runners at first and third to open the inning.
Up next for Cincinnati,
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Now here's the Reds leadoff man, TJ Friedl.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
There goes the runner. Throw there. Safe.
They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board, get two runners now in the scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a...
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. Here's the third baseman, Santiago Espinal. Golden opportunity right here. Swinging a foul out of play.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Now one missed. All loaded up, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Base hit, one run is in. Here comes the throw. Safe. In comes the run from second. It's 7-3.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
Now here is Elly De La Cruz. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here. So here's a fun note on Elly. He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better. He did it again 2 games later. Those are the type of games that tend to get you promoted in the minors.
Into the outfield, base hit. Now a long throw home. The tag out.
Well, clearly being aggressive on the bases right there, trying to add on to that big lead. Credit to the defense, though. Nice execution to cut him down at the plate. Man, it's good to see they're still out there trying to make plays for their pitcher.
And now it's Gavin Lux. 0 for 3 in this one. Elly looking to steal. And there's a foul ball. Rips one to right. Suzuki makes the grab. Runner tags for home. He's in to score on the sac fly, and it's 8-3.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though, RBI.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and
Pitching for
On the mound
Cubs,
now, Cade Horton.
number
Well, they need
22.
someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is.
Horton.
Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Checks over to first, back safely. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Not
He's
in
safe.
time. He's safe.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
He finds
No
himself
ball,
in a
2
tough
strikes.
situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Outside
1 ball,
low.
2 strikes.
1-2 the count. Struck him out swinging. Kelly down to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. Bottom of the inning. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Carson Kelly. There's the strike at the knees.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That clips the corner.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Hit in the air out to center field. Friedel brings it in. And there's one down. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to
The
hit.
center fielder, number 4, Pete Crow Armstrong.
And it's fouled away. And a swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That
1
misses.
ball,
Now
2 strikes.
1-2. Oh, he hit him.
Yep, that got it.
And that
Take
got
your
him pretty
base.
flush. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Swanson digs in. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings through that one. 0-1.
No, that's that
0-1's the
slurve
count.
right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And that's in for a strike.
Ball.
In the dirt. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Crow Armstrong, the base runner at first with 1 out. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Barlow over to first, and he's back standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Nico Horner will come up to hit. He's 2 for 2. That
Counts
misses the
1-0.
zone. Ball 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the
1-1.
pitch.
The 1-1. And a foul ball. Out to short. De La Cruz. On to first. That ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. Can't chip away at an 8-3 deficit. Here at Wrigley Field, we go to the top of the 7th. In now for the Reds, Will Benson. Strike 1. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Caleb Thielbar up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Brazier warming up as well.
That's a ball.
Next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Goes down looking. Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Out to short, Swanson. Whips it to first. And 2 away to start the 7th. Jake Fraley, the next to hit for the Reds. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Crow Armstrong makes the catch, and that'll do it. And we're back, set for the last half of the 7th. And now here is Justin Turner. Nick Martinez takes over on the mound. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Nick Martinez.
Right through there for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
And that is out of play. The 0-2. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And the leadoff man aboard. Now the third baseman, Matt Shaw. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. And that'll get down for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
The left fielder,
Ian
number
Happ
8.
now at the plate.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
First offering, and it just misses.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those. If you...
And it stays fair. Coming home. 1 run across. He's in there. It's 8-5.
Hey, they're right back in this thing after adding those 2 runs on the board. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left. Really important at bat coming up now.
Strike on the outside. 0-2 now. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Here the bottom of the 7th. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. So up next, Seiya Suzuki. Hit on the ground to short. Zips it to first. That's out number 2.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Here's the catcher, Carson Kelly. Swing and a chopper out to short. In plenty of time to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now an 8-5 ball. Back here at the friendly confines. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Matt McLain. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
The center fielder.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, TJ Friedl. On the ground right side. Throws to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Santiago Espinal, the next to hit for the Reds. Swinging a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's out to center field. Dives, and he can't hang on. Throw back in, holds him at first, so just a single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Two outs. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Line drive. He's got it, and that is that. Reds leave. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
0-1 down.
1-1.
Pitch out, but no action. That's to third. Espinal goes to second for 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's Nico Horner. Just missed. The Cubbies trailing by 3 near the bottom half of the 8th inning. And another ball.
2-0.
Next offering is in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
And that's down, a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Turner climbs in on that right side. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
In for a strike. 1-2. Caught him looking for the K. No runs on 2 base hits. No errors and a runner left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Reds 8 and the Cubs 5.
Pitching for the Cubs.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Caleb Thielbar.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Lux in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Now this is in the air down the line. Suzuki sizing this one up. And there's 1 away. Next for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a flyout. Swinging a foul straight back. One down, base is empty. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Kelly to first. No chance on the throw. He beats it out.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while, a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first.
So a man at first. Now the left fielder, Will Benson. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Late with the swing there.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
That misses. Going to count 1-2. Steer leads off first with one away. Step off, throw to first. Steer back in on a dive. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Tyler Stevenson getting ready to hit. That one outside. Ball 1. Runner on the goal. Pitch misses inside. Safe at second, and that was not close. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the 9th. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. Jake Fraley digs in now. And that is cut on and missed. And that's strike 1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
And that one is lifted in the air. Makes the catch. And that is that. So they strand a pair. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. Back here at Wrigley Field, we head to the bottom of the 9th. So up now for Chicago, Matt Shaw.
Now pitching for the Reds.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Number 15.
A very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Fought off foul. Now he breaks his bat. Grabs it barehanded, and very nicely done for the out.
Got to feel pretty good with the pitcher. Absolutely sawed him off. Bat explodes. And then he makes an easy play on it. Pretty satisfying if you're out there on the ball.
Happ stands in now and watches strike 1. Next offering is fouled back.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
The Reds trying to close out a 3-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Here's Kyle Tucker, and that one fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. The Reds leading by 3 here in the last half of inning number 9. Next pitch way upstairs.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
The Cubs down to their final strike. Pitch misses. Ball 2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, I'd say we got treated to a good one. Gotta love a game when you get 13 runs on the board. A lot of offense, but it doesn't.
Let me tell you what they told me. They told me slowly is the fastest way to get where you want to be. So I ease to a steady speed. Let that breathe, no push stop. Give me keys to that blue Impala. This the good part. When you're living everything you thought of. I know single mothers who rather teach their sons how to squabble. No killers who became good fathers who raised their daughters. Look now, AP, I'm 50 for my keys. Las Vegas residency. I brought the tour to me. The good part is father and father. I know it might look hard, but baby, nothing is out of your reach. Grab it.